The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
I was at a wedding over the weekend, and it was, I wouldn't call it a very religious wedding, but it definitely had at least an average or somewhat strong religious component, Lewis, involving a number of different religious readings and prayers. It was a Christian wedding. I'm not exactly sure which denomination, not Catholic. And, I'm never sure what the proper way to kind of conduct oneself is at these things, because I'm obviously not going to jump up there, disrespect anybody, say, why are we making this institution of marriage a religious thing when the two people getting married themselves aren't religious? Is it the parents? Why I'm not going to make a scene at these weddings.
Right.
But when there's a prayer and people are either, they kneel down in the kneeler or they bow their heads or whatever, I just kind of sit there, and just look forward. And I don't say amen or anything like that. Is that, what's the proper etiquette in these situations?
I think that's it.
That's what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what else are you going to do?
I'm not saying that I would go so far as to speak out and say, hey, everybody, I'm not doing this. But I'm saying some people might argue the opposite, that you should actually just follow what is being asked of you, bowing your head, or in a Catholic wedding, maybe actually going up and receiving communion, which I would not
cracker.
do that.
Yeah, see, I do the same thing as you. I just sit there, and I think people understand that. They're used to that. They know that's the routine when you don't practice that religion. You just sit there and smile.
Right. Yeah. And now, okay, so that's as far as the ceremony goes. But then this was the first time I ever experienced this, which was later, even at the reception. All of us, it seems like the religious components are done, but all of a sudden, the pastor is there. The pastor is at the reception, which I know sometimes is done. And all of a sudden, we're back into the religious stuff. And he actually says, let us all please bow our heads. And all of a sudden, we're back into it. And again, at that point, I thought we were about to be served the appetizer. And I just sit there like this, looking straight forward.
Or you got served all right.
As little of a reaction as possible. Do I have a duty to bow my head in that situation, just to be polite? There must have been other Jews there.
Yeah. That's a situation I've never been in.
Natan, what do you think about that?
Well, definitely be careful of other Jews there, because, as you know, American Jews put up Christmas trees and stuff like that. So I don't think you want to use that as an example.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know. I think you should definitely not do anything that you don't want to do.
Right.
Period.
Okay. Well, there we go. Now, there's also the other scenario, which has fortunately not happened to me yet, but I have this kind of living nightmare of being somewhere where it is assumed that everybody is either religious or Christian of some kind, and being asked to say grace before a meal. And then what would I say in that situation, right? And people have advised me, well, you could go into some kind of Hebrew thing, and that would just kind of, it might diffuse the situation in a way if I knew something to say.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that.
Hold on, whoa. Everybody's going crazy.
Okay.
What was that, Natan?
I was just saying you wouldn't normally do that. So why would you do it in that situation?
Right, that doesn't make sense.
Just so someone interrupts and says, "Oh, never mind. This person will do it."
Right, somebody else. What some have said is just to say you don't have to go into specifics of why you're not doing it, but you can just say, it's never been really accustomed to do that. I would love for someone else to maybe do that.
In my family, we
never did that.
Yeah, in my family, this person does it, and who is not you.